1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for selfish, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Work hard and we shine, commitment, dedication. Neurosurgery, comedy, music, Nollywood. SOTK, Dr. Call, MC Casino. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Great Uniben, great Uniben, great Uniben.
Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of the Uniben Alumni Series. This is a show where we celebrate distinguished alumni of the great University of Benin, men and women that have gone through the four walls of one of the greatest tertiary institutions in West Africa, the University of Benin. And on today's episode, we have a leader, an academic with us today. She is the former provost of the College of Education, Warri, and she is also a former Honorable Secretary General of the University of Benin Alumni Association. She is Professor Mrs. Mary Edema. Thank you very much, Prof, for joining us.
Thank you, Kelvin, for inviting me. Thank you for all the efforts to track me down.
Yeah, you did a great ambassador. You showed interest too. Thank you, ma. Professor Edema has a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry from our university. Ma'am, let's start with your choice of chemistry, to study chemistry at the University of Benin. Yeah. What influenced that? Let's go back memory lane.
Chemistry, actually, it was a degree in chemistry in education or education chemistry. It was a degree by chance. Yeah. As a young girl, I had wanted to read medicine.
Okay.
But when I finished my school SAT, I did not do physics. Because by our class 4 in the secondary school, we didn't have a physics teacher. We only had one in our last 2-3 months in class 5. Then there was not much of career guidance. So I finished the school SAT. I had a grade 1, but a grade 1 without physics. And so when I had to go and do HSC, I now realized that I had a problem. It was a choice: go back and repeat a school SAT or go forward. And people would tell you are mad then if you had a grade 1 in WAEC and you want to go and repeat. It's unheard of. So when I went to do HSC, I had to do geography instead of physics because I didn't have physics. And so the only other option, I can't even read then, I couldn't even read pure chemistry. So I had to do education chemistry. So I did chemistry education with some of biology. So that's how I ended up in education chemistry.
Okay. Please, what year did you get admitted into the University of Benin?
I came into the University of Benin in 1979.
1979, just 9 years after the university was established. We are from the quite very young generation of alumni, quite different from yours. But we hear a lot about your time. During the early time the university was established, there was free meal, there was this, the environment was far better than what we expected.
Yes.
Okay, please just tell us about the experiences at then.
See, we used to buy meal ticket for 50 kobo.
Okay.
But 50 kobo then was serious money.
Okay.
Yeah, so Usually when you come at the beginning of the year, you are allowed to buy the meal ticket for the whole term. We're running term then. They will later on change to semesters.
Okay.
So, but the food was good, especially our Sunday afternoon chicken. You had a plate of good jollof rice and a good part of chicken with either ice cream or fruits. So we lived well. But you can see, even at that time, there were persons who couldn't afford the 50 kobo. So if you transpose it today, what's the equivalent of that 50 kobo? You can tell.
Yeah.
So, but the meal was good. Again, the number of students were fewer. We didn't have this overwhelming number that we have now. For you to enter the university, then you need a grade 1.
Okay, what was
or
it?
If you had a grade 2, you need to go and do HSC. So you didn't have so many students. The ones you were admitting now were not even qualified to go into HSC then. 5 credits are 2 sitting. That was no result then. All those would have been weeded out to go and do teacher training or do some other thing. So the country has watered down the entry qualification into the university. As you have watered it down, you have increased the number of persons that can go in. It has become so bad that those who should even go to other things now want to go into the university. The university has no facilities for them. We have classrooms for them, but classrooms alone are no facilities. There are no labs, there are no workshops, there are no farms, practical farms, and at the end of the day, we have the problem that we have.
Okay.
But we had a good time in Uniben.
Yes, let's talk about the academic culture. How was it like? The academic, the teaching and the research, the student-teachers relationship. How was it like as a then?
Then, many of us didn't know who the vice chancellor was. You just hear
despite the few numbers of students.
Yes, no, the only thing at matriculation, you see the vice chancellor at afar. Then the next time we did, on some occasions, Adamu Beki even entered some classrooms. Students didn't know who he was. Because most of our interactions with the department, then the dean's office, that was how. But we had seasoned lecturers. Then we used to have our September conference. That's the receipt season.
Okay.
Then there was receipts. If you failed the exam in the main semesters, first and second or terms, then you are given an opportunity during the long vac. Then you come for September conference. Initially, people were ashamed to come for September conference, but after a time, it looks like a meeting point again. It was a beautiful time. But teaching was good. We had dedicated staff. Our labs were equipped. There were practicals we did then that even now as lecturers, I can't do because the university will tell you they cannot afford or they don't have those facilities.
Yeah.
The teaching was good. We had lecturers. I had Indian lecturers. I had some Ghanaian lecturers and so on. So the teaching was good.
Okay.
Yes.
Still on your time in Uniben, what are the fun memories you can look back to and say, oh, this activity, this event, oh, I can never forget. It was fun. I still remember this and that, the reading groups and all that.
It was fun. Our time, Uniben was moving into Bowo.
Okay.
And so we had to shuttle between Ekenwa, Iyaro, and Ubowo. We had our education classes at Ekenwa. We had our science theories at Ubowo. We had our science practicals at Iyaro. And so we had those Marco Polo buses The buses don't wait for you. If you miss the time, it's 30 minutes interval. You have to look for the money to transport. So you will see us running. And I can remember one of the bus drivers. We don't know his name. We call him Lucifer. Lucifer, when it's about few minutes to, and he sees students coming, Lucifer will start the bus. And you will start pursuing the bus and jump into. No, it was fun. You call him Lucifer, you say everything, he won't answer you. But looking back, it was fun.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was fun.
Okay.
The classrooms, yes.
Okay. Let's talk about what the attributes you took from the institution. What are those things that you look back and you said, I learned this from Uniben. Uniben made me to understand.
Uniben made me resilient. Uniben made me resilient. Imagine having to go for an 8 o'clock lecture in a Kenya, end at 12. You have a 2 o'clock practicals in Yaro, and you may have another 4 or 5 in Ubowo. You can just sleep on the bus chair for 5-10 minutes. You are strengthened again, you continue. Because if you are not there, there's no other way. And so I learned to be able to, how will I say it? Do a number of things together. I'm trying to look for a word for it. I can work until I get what I want to do done. I don't leave what I have to do to go and laze about. No, because that's what I gained from those years in Uniben chemistry. Sometimes we have practicals that run from 11 o'clock in the morning to about 7 o'clock in the evening. You can't leave it because you may come back, what you are looking for, you don't have it. You don't know what has happened. So it gave us an enduring spirit. Until today, I cherish it.
Okay. Mom, let's talk about your time as provost of the College of Education, Warri.
Yeah.
As a tertiary institution, there are challenges that might be peculiar to the institution. There are some that are general that over other institutions face. But for you, what were these challenges that you faced as provost, and how did you overcome some of them?
One challenge that colleges of education, and I would say a degree in education generally face in Nigeria, is low patronage. The low patronage arising from when you live here, what do you do? And so you head an institution, you have to get your IGR from the number of students you have, and the students are not forthcoming. Not because they don't want to, but because when they leave, the job market is not there. Okay. And so to go around that, we had to, I came back to Uniben and got an affiliate program with Uniben, and it helped. Actually, affiliate program for the postgraduate diploma to increase the number of clientele you had in the place. So that's one problem. And another thing that is a problem generally, like I said before, the lowering of the university standard. It has been so lowered that those who should naturally have gone to the colleges of education now struggle for a place in the universities, even though they may not be able to meet up. So these twin problems made us to have real problems getting students in. But with that institution itself, it has what I would say the Nigerian problem. It's located in Warri.
Yeah.
And so you have to deal with the ethnic balancing that you must. And when we're able to do some ethnic balancing, take care of the local community, we had some very good time. And so the community didn't give us problems. So I would ask any person you are heading a school, understand the terrain. And once you understand the terrain and reach out to the people, let them understand you. You may have some little issues, but
Definitely.
things will be smooth. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Let's talk about your achievement as provost. I know you accomplished a lot of things, but which is really dear to your heart that you said, "Oh, I'm happy we're able to achieve this during my time as provost."
One, the rate at which we were able to produce the results for the students. A student is leaving, graduates, he should have his result within a short time. When I went in, that's part of the problem. You graduate, you don't see results.
Yeah.
But we worked hard at it. The results came out. Not only that, we opened the portal. The results were uploaded in the portal. So you don't have to come to the school to come and see your results.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, once you have paid your fees, you're taking your exams, the results came out on time, the results were uploaded in the portal, and you can check your results from anywhere in the world. That's one of the things I set out to do, and I achieved it. Also, like I said, that it coupled with the fact that we had internet visibility for the school, and more persons got to know, so this school is there. And so many persons who were outside the country and needed their results verified, they didn't have to come to Nigeria. They just sent an email. They sent an email, we sorted it out and sent the email back. And we gave ourselves time lag. Once this thing come in, within 2-3 weeks, we must respond to it. And we did that. And many of our students were satisfied. And also the alumni of the College of Education was moribund when I came in. Coming with my knowledge of University of Benin alumni session, we're able to get them to start, and they are doing well today. And the NANS, the present NANS national president, was a member of that alumni session, and I'm so happy with him today.
Oh, great to hear. Ma'am, you are seeing the academic now. Can you let us know the difference in the academic culture between your time as a student and now as a lecturer?
I would say that our time as students, we spent money on books. With the handout culture, there wasn't so much then. So the lecturer comes, the first 2 classes, he will tell you the list of books. You try and get some. We had some very good bookshop then. But now students don't buy books. Partly because of the handout culture that has gone on.
And maybe the accessibility to get these books online.
If they are getting it online, that would be good. They don't even spend their data to get the books online. Like I tell my students, what I'm teaching you, many of you can sit in the comfort of your home and get this information. The only thing is the practical experience you may not get. But somehow, they want money made easy, certificates made easy. The tendency, a few are still very hardworking, but the majority of students just want the certificate. They don't want the studying that you need to put in together. And so you keep having to push students, even at postgraduate level. They want certificates, but the hard work that goes with it, only few really want to do it. And I think that the whole university culture, starting with all the lecturers, there should be a reorientation in this IT, AI world. All of us should go back to school. There should be an in-service training for all of us. What can the children get there? How do you develop them to now think for themselves, not this lecturer give, student give back, so that we can meet or go near what is happening in the present generation.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, let's talk about your time as the scribe of our association, as the Honorable Secretary General. How did your experience as Secretary General of the Uniben Alumni Association shape your leadership style? Did it have any effect or influence how you deal with issues and all that?
Look, my time as Secretary General was a beautiful one. They used to call me the matron when we go for our meetings, and the alumni association was what we enjoyed our time there. When we go for our meetings, it's a beautiful. We were like a family, and real family. And we finished our meetings. I will always make sure that since I was just one woman or two among many, the men respected me, and I recognized that their spouses were not there. So sometimes I act as to put them in shape so that when they go back, their spouses won't complain. Let me leave it that way. The association had a focus. During that time, we were able to register the association or start the processes for getting the board of trustees, registering it, getting the alumni center, which became the focus of we did a lot of things, building on what has been done before. I would want to say that I worked under Dr. Konofua. Konofua was the president at that time.
Yeah.
We straightened the secretariat so that even if I'm not there, the staff of the secretariat knew what to do. So I didn't have to police any person. This does this. And my job as Secretary General was just to coordinate what they were doing. And we did well. Every graduate had a souvenir. You either had a sticker to show that you finished from University of Benin, or you have the banner to show University of Benin. So every person finishing had something. When students are graduating, they come for clearance. We must give them something to get them associated wherever they are. So when I see your car, great unit, I can just see the sticker. I know this person finished from the University of Benin. These were things we tried to do to raise consciousness. And we also liaised with those in diaspora. Many of them were having issues then, either getting transcript or one thing or the other from the university. The alumni office became the clearinghouse. You just needed to let us know, give us the information, and we'll pursue it. And we'll make sure you don't have to come to Nigeria to do it. And that got many of them in the diaspora back into the folds of the association.
Okay, that's a very good one you just talked about, because the issue of transcript, we still face it in today. It's still a challenge for us as a university. It's still a challenge for us today. So how do you think? Okay, you've just mentioned how the alumni did it then. So I think it is now on this new executive, which I will talk about soon, to help in that regard. If there's a way they can liaise with the exams and record department of the institution to facilitate transcripts, because at times you ought not to even go there. When you register online, it should be smooth and seamless. But most times you need to look for someone, if you're not around, to go there to help remind these people of their job, which is quite unfortunate. Let's talk about the current executive. We had the past 4 years, which is not something that is pleasing to any one of us. The back and forth we had in the last 4 years. Now we have a new executive on board. What do we expect from them, especially you, Ma? What do you expect from them?
It's a period of reconciliation. And I know that the new president, Barrister Oriazua, is up to it. We are not leaving him. We are working with him. Getting the confidence of people restored again is working on that, because periodically I discuss with him.
Okay.
Is getting the people's confidence back. That many branches have been dancing solo, so we need all to come back again. And I think he's doing that. He's doing that, and we hope that within the period he has, we will come back to the one big family that we were before.
Okay. Lastly, ma'am, you are a beacon of hope for young women in Nigeria, around the world, as an academic and as a leader. What message would you like to convey to young women who are just starting the academic or who intends going to academic and their professional journey?
One problem women have is juggling your home, your job, and your career advancement. You can do that if you decide from the beginning what you want to do. Part of what takes so much of our time is societal things. I can tell you this, if you want to go to all the parties, all the invitations, either your home will suffer, or your academics will suffer, or your promotions will suffer. So I tell young ladies, academia is a beautiful place. It gives you a lot of independence that probably administrative job will not give you. You can take your time, work out what you want, and do it. They can do it. I don't think there's any profession that is male, in quotes. No. You just decide what you want to do. And I want to encourage our ladies. Come into academia. Don't leave your studies for, oh, let me finish having children. But if you do that, you will get frustrated because the junior ones will be promoted above you. And once that happens, frustration steps in. So sit back and arrange your time. Talk to your spouse. It can help you take care of the children for some time. Once you've gotten your PhD, map out what you want to do. I was going to the lab sometimes with my children. They would stay in my office. I would be in the lab opposite. I would hear their shouts. And so that way I was able to do what I wanted. It was difficult, yes. But that's what I decided I want to do. And God has blessed women with the strength to be able to multitask. I think they can multitask and achieve success.
Thank you very much, Professor Edema. It has been great speaking to you. Thank you for granting this interview.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm grateful.
Thank you, ma. I've been speaking to Professor Mary Edema. She's a former Provost, College of Education, Warri. She's also a former Deputy Vice Chancellor of
Fubri
and former Honorable Secretary General, University of Benin Alumni Association. Continue to subscribe to our channel. We'll bring you more exclusive interviews. Bye for now.
1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for selfish, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law.